So the UN Global Compact is the United Nations Corporate Sustainability Initiative, and we are also the world's largest. What we do is we invite business leaders like you to join this force together to invite them to conduct business in a responsible manner by following the UN norms and UN values outlined in the 10 principles of the UN Global Compact that you see on the left screen, on the left side of the screen. And the 10 principles cover 4 fundamental core areas, include labor, the environment, human rights, and anti-corruption. And they're really universal because they came from UN declarations, UN conventions. So they're also highly aligned with the country level agenda. And then, of course, the UN also set the set of goals agreed among all member states outlined in the UN SDGs. So by helping companies to promote the UN SDGs and then to embed those fundamental values at the core, we believe that's the only way to ensure businesses can do well and then do good and then to be sustainable, sustainable moving forward. So that is the UN Global Compact. And again, we do see companies in the UN Global Compact, they benefit a lot from being a pioneer and then identifying new business opportunities aligned in the UN SDGs. So if you haven't joined us, I highly encourage you and invite you to join the force as well. And then currently we have more than 15,000 companies participating in the initiative. And then within such, there are more than 2,400 of them are in the Asia and Oceania region. And then we also have about 70 local networks around the world. And what they do is they are our local branches, our local partners on the ground. And they provide localized resources, activities to drive sustainable development in that country in particular, to make sure it's really tailored for companies in the country. And then we do have a very active local network in Thailand. So when you join the UN Global Compact, you are not only joining this global platform, but you are also invited to engage with the local network. Right, so that's the UN Global Compact at a glance. But because we have so many sustainability leaders here with us today, I also want to share some progress data with you. I'm sure you are also keen to look at these data. So we see there's increasing awareness and action from the business community, especially CEOs. They are increasingly aware of this kind of global issue. There are about 88% of the companies that we surveyed, they are already taking actions on the UN SDGs, and that percentage went up by 4% from during the pandemic. You see, the pandemic did not stop companies from being sustainable and being responsible. And now more and more CEOs are being aware of this global challenge. And we also see there's significant progress from the business community. There are over 2,000 companies in the UN Global Compact. They already signed up to the Science Based Target Initiative. There are more than 1,000 companies that have their 1.5 degree target approved. So that's really, really great progress, significant progress that we see from the business community. But are we doing enough to deliver on the UN SDGs? The answer is no. It's very clear that we are still a very long way to deliver on the global goals. Right, there are some data shared on the screen here. I'm not going to go into details, but overall, we are 62 years behind schedule on this social progress index. At the UN Global Compact office, together with the Global Compact Network Thailand, we're here to really ensure that we're working to elevate companies' actions, and together we can deliver against those goals that we're currently behind. So we believe participating companies, they can achieve sustainable value by delivering measurable impact to the world's most pressing challenges. And to do that, we first want to enable companies to drive impact on very specific goals where companies have a really all-size effect on the outcomes. And I'm going to share more details with you on the goals on the next slide. And then with the Global Compact, we want to make sure all companies, regardless of how big you are, where you are, and then what sectors you are in, we want to make sure all of you can contribute. So we have been investing in more programs globally and regionally, and providing more resources to help you scale up your action, and then you're able to contribute. And then last but not least is about reporting. So companies can make measurable progress and communicate it through a trusted reporting platform known as the communication on progress. So we have some new updates to the communication on progress requirement, and I'm going to share that with you as well on the future slides. And then these are the 7 focus areas that we believe our businesses have an all-size effect on the outcome. So you see these goals are highly related to the UN Global Compact 10 principles and then also related to the UN SDGs. So these areas will be at the heart of our offering for this upcoming 2 years. And then for the other areas, we will not stop working on them. We will be continuing to incorporate those with in partnership and then to collaborate with our other UN agencies, UN partners. Right. And new ways to engage. So let's talk more about some new opportunities. We have grouped our engagement opportunities into these 4 core areas: connect, learn, lead, and communicate. So about communicate, I want to start with this first because this is a key change to our value to our participants moving forward. So starting from next year, we will implement a new communication on progress framework, and we invite you to also update your contact information regularly so you're always staying up to date with the UN Global Compact offerings. So about connecting, I think I read also in your survey that you value the Global Compact platform because we are a global network. That's a huge value. So we are here again to connect you with the global experts, with the global peers through multiple events. And on the screen here, you see a list of our global flagship events. These events are complimentary and they're open to all of your employees within the company if you are already in the UN Global Compact. In the last year at our flagship event, we had a 26-hour-long event virtually. We had more than 20,000 people join the event. And this year, coming up in June again, we call this Leaders Summit. And we will host our flagship event with a regional component in Southeast Asia as well. And again, all of your employees from all around your organization, they can join these events for free, in person or virtually. So please promote this to your colleagues. About learning, this is also something new to the Global Compact. We are now opening up our online learning platform, the Academy, to all participants in the UN Global Compact. It's open to all of your employees. So a great employee engagement tool. And I see some colleagues mentioned that human rights is something you're really curious about. So we do have lots of courses that cover topics like human rights. In fact, we cover topics around all aspects of sustainability.